The National Guard is stepping into more cities because local leaders have lost total control. In Illinois, Governor J.B. Pritzker went on television bragging that murders in Chicago are down 50% and that they don't need the National Guard. Well, 50%, huh? That's pretty good, isn't it? But here's the problem. You're still number one in hard murders in the nation. Hard numbers. That's not victory. That's statistics that he's trying to play you with. And in California, you got Mr. Hair Gel, Gavin Newsom, terrified of the National Guard coming in. Why? Because the moment they do, the spotlight hits everything that he's been hiding. Billions supposedly spent on homelessness, vanished. Small farmers begging for water while supplies are redirected to giant corporate contracts. Streets lined with drugs, theft, decay, and illegals. These governments, they're not protecting people. They're protecting power. They hide behind donors, consultants, and a media machine that turns every failure into anti-Trump narratives. No policies, no results, just, hey, let's blame Trump. But here's the reality. The federal government is stepping in because the local blue machines, they refuse to act. The National Guard, ICE, federal task forces, they're giving real police a chance to do their jobs again. And for the first time, parents in cities like in Memphis are publicly stating, my kids can play outside again without fear. I can walk down the street without being scared. Or the most shocking, I haven't heard a gunshot in 3 days. Can you imagine that? 3 days without a gunshot. That's a big deal in Memphis. Now, some of you are going to say, what about ICE? And I get it. It's disturbing to see agents tackling people, pinning them down, dragging them off. It's hard to see. But bear with me for a second and think about cause and effect. If you fight ICE, if you throw things at them, scream at them, attack their cars, then there's going to be a reaction that you won't like, obviously. You push, they push back. It's life, isn't it? Your weapon in that moment isn't rage, it's restraint. You want dialogue? You want respect? Then act respectfully. I'm not saying every agent's perfect or calm. They're under immense pressure. They're attacked everywhere they go. The tensions are high, of course. But remember, they're doing their job in the chaos that your politicians created, the ones that you elected. Now, my stance is simple. If someone's been here for 5 or 10 years, no criminal record, paying taxes, raising a family, and contributing, there should be a pathway to a green card. But if you committed a crime, and I mean any crime, barring a parking ticket, of course, you're gone. That's the line. It's difficult to sort it all out, but it's necessary. And yes, it's painful to see families ripped apart, kids crying, parents detained. I cannot imagine. But we have to ask why. If that father broke the law, well, that's on him. If he didn't, maybe the system needs a path forward that's humane and lawful. That's the balance that we need to strike. And it seems to me Trump's trying to enforce the law, restore order, and force the states to face the mess that they've created. Because right now, the blue establishment, it's failing everyone. Citizens, immigrants, law enforcement, all of us. And it doesn't matter what they say. The facts speak for themselves. And to make it crystal clear, of the top highest crime states in America, 5 are red states and 2 are blue states. Shocked? Well, yeah. At first glance, you might say, see, red states are more violent. But look closer. In every one of those states, the highest crime cities are blue run. All 7 of the most dangerous cities in America from that list are blue. So when they tell you red states have high crime, remember, it's the blue run cities inside those red states driving those numbers. So let's keep it real. Stop allowing them to use statistics to cover up their broken, woke policies. Stop allowing them to blame red states when it's your blue cities burning the numbers. And I just want to ask you this. Just stop swallowing the narrative. Think for yourself. Stop letting the color of a political map blind us to reality. Just ask yourself, how many people are being murdered in my city? That's the number. While they point fingers, Trump's the only one who seems to ever send help. The only one restoring order for the citizens. And they're thanking him. And of course, the blue politicians, the governors, the mayors, the lawmakers, they're fighting it because their positions are at risk. He's the only one saying enough of this. So if you care about your community, your safety, and your freedom, maybe start looking past the headlines and into the results. Let go of the emotion. Because the blue machines had decades to fix everything, but chaos is what they built. And it's time to face the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Yes, there's work to be done. But it takes people like you and me to make sure that it gets done. Whether that's going to the city council or all the way up to the president of the United States, it's our job to make sure that we take America back. Join me on Patreon for more.